Be doing the Archon quest for Sneznahya. So when I accidentally started some of the quests because I thought it would start when I was in Nogcry, so I went exploring in Sneznahya, but it triggered it anyways. So that's why it's over here instead of Nogcry. And we're following Colomina somewhere. I don't know where we're following her, but she's going somewhere, I guess.
That's a sure sign that we're officially in Sneznahya now.
These are just mooses, girl. Are they moose? I'm not sure, bro. Like, I'm not an animal
Treasure
expert.
chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two.
Oh. Oh, God.
Paimon got a mouthful of snow. It's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm. Hey, check it out! Those are bears, right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away.
Take a picture.
Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Oh, wait a sec. Come on, quick. It looks like a train carrot. Paimon's heard that Sneznahya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. It's still so cold. I don't know. Maybe. Also, is it just Paimon or is the snow getting heavier? Yeah. So it can't just be because of the cold. It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird. She's never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Getting kind of dizzy, too. Oh, no need. Paimon's just feeling a little low on energy. That's all. It's nothing. Yep, sure thing. Sneznahya, here we come!
I don't think she's good, bro.
Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
Yeah, but
Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast! Paimon? Paimon! That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. Is this an answer from this world? Torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. Reward on the road. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Wait, my body? Huh? Why is my body like this? Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, it appears that a lot of data has been lost. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question. Will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow.
Should I? It doesn't really change the story anyways.
I understand your position. However, given your current physical condition, before I was activated, you called out a name. Presumably that of your missing companion. If you agree to accept me, after helping you get out of here, I will search for said companion and pinpoint their location. To answer your question, yes. You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty Ark. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But the key right now is you. You must survive. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the prime ice blocking the path and obtain prime ice unit count has been updated.
I could just... Okay.
You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a prime ice construct to prop up the door.
Put likes on a cube. Okay, that works.
Is this an answer from this world?
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
Oh.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
I'm gonna collect everything I see, bro. This. Gotta collect that. It's melting. Okay.
A reward on the road.
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
Is this meltable ice? It's... I got the one. Maybe I could take it, like... Maybe I could pickaxe these because I don't have enough to build more. Oh, I got a chest from that too. Hey.
A reward on the road.
Which direction was I supposed to go in? This way? I forgot my directions. I got thighs. Okay. I think that was out of. I probably didn't have enough materials. I was just kind of stupid. Talk about that.
Time to ignite!
I don't know why I did that, but I did.
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your... The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique property. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized. That said, I have already forgotten what warmth... Yes, perhaps then we can warm ourselves. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal, I can extract the energy within and use it to maintain your body. Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be
Sing
united
together?
as one. May all of life rejoice in unison.
Okay. I don't.
Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is... Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please...
The creaky. It is Paimon.
Paimon!
Oh my god, it's Pereira.
Who are you?
Don't worry. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Sneznahya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having... You two must be very important to one another.
Your eyes. Are you...
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel We will meet again very soon.
I know who you are. She doesn't know.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other...
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy.
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Sneznahya. Paimon must have got a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to... Wait. Where did the jester go? Yep. The director of the Fatui. The Jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
Aw.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the... Who is that? It looks like... half a pair of goggles.
Half a pair of
Sneznahya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You must be a rare creature yourself.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy.
I don't think you could eat candy,
By the
Paimon.
looks of it, you probably can't eat that, can you?
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while.
That's not
Sure
goggles.
thing, mister.
I don't even think it looks like goggles.
Anyway, back to the jester for a second. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That's the only reason Paimon knows he was the jester. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice, with a really anxious expression on his face. He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and he didn't seem to have any ulterior motives. For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to...
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and Director are...
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh,
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
sorry. I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Sneznahya for now. We can come back after the weather clears up and The Jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnograd, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but she doesn't want to hold you back. We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have. If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, at this point, we've traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous. If, however, we continue onward, Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, we can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Sneznahya. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great
His name is
point.
Goggles now, okay.
Let's do that. Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never. 'Cause she's in great shape. Sure.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary
A reward on the road.
Please confirm when you are ready to depart.
Oh. Actually, I don't know why I saw Charlotte's camera here. I just did. Call train.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message.
What?
Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to it.
Fly mode? What? What the?
How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain...
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than... Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest possible route. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route.
I got to the statue. Ooh, snow. Resonate with cryo. Let's go. Oh yeah. Cryo traveler, baby. Cryostorm. Oh. Huh. That's a.
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
Oh, I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
0.2.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else. All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Is that, what's his name again? I'm not good with names. Even though I remember most of everyone's names now. Kind of.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in the...
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes. I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland...
Why is that?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Sneznahya. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not. Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Sneznahya, it still wouldn't be enough. So, the Vecha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Sneznahya.
Bitter cold. So, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated. But
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Sneznahya Veche passed a resolution to support border communities, without which you wouldn't even be able to buy crystal from us to begin with. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the cold here.
You! All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more...
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our Crystal.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use. As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any...
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the...
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use. We can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this...
Fine. I don't see any
So, this is Project Stuja in action, huh? Oh, no wonder nothing's open for business.
You were looking for an inn, right?
Oh, Paimon's not a fae. Just Paimon. She must have caught a cold or something. We only just got...
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much.
Are you sure? Oh.
All right, then.
Oh, we get it for free. I forgot we get it for free. I just want to get that. I'll get it later. I have a quest to do right now. Don't get distracted. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh, I go from that way. I was going the right way, huh? Actually, kind of now. No, I wasn't really gonna. Not really.
Oh, so cozy and warm. Paimon's getting nice and toasty. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't...
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Sneznahyan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep your... Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold...
Don't say that. Paimon's too young for chronic health.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. The train station... I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomeros is that some of the supply is being seized for a price. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act.
Huh? Wait,
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude lets all...
him? Really?
Huh? You're coming with?
Oh, okay then. Alright. Guess there's no point pushing myself. Paimon will stay here and hold the fort then. Be careful, you two.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, the doggy.
Oh, a doggy.
Ah, so cute.
Angry doggy. Oh,
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay
Carrots.
completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, but there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Then, we get to Garin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal... What are you eating?
oh, check it out. When you're all out of carrots, try to... Good doggy.
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep. And rabbit lover. Carrots are great too, you know.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
Just fed him some jerky.
Paimon's just gonna stay here.
Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the... Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go... Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his...
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cute. Oh my god, so cute. Anyway, sorry. To be honest, I just clicked the wrong button. I forgot which one was the button. Sorry.
Anywhere there's a stove, there'll be the scent of Cristal. That's normal.
Okay, that. Okay.
But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here.
Thanks for looking out for us. Things are getting tougher.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Who are you?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Cristal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were... Would you be able to shed any light on the situation?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Miss... And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying.
I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. I'm so very... This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuzha came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, you know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the Crystal shipment and looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished... I have the official Sneznahyan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for...
You don't have to go that...
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only 1 shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomeros for... The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unload. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of...
Wait. The mayor's involved in...
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rate.
Counting carriages?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, the numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside, counting carriages?
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort...
You cocky little brat! Ruining my business!
I think you're the cocky one, dude.
Yeah, something felt off. So I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case you put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me.
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether...
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just... Well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with... They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stusha, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need Crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Sneznahya. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to. Hang tight for a moment. This old lady...
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove. Gave you some warmer bed.
Oh, Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Come on, take a...
It's okay. You just rest.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomaros, a good town. All sorts of things. Sit down, come on.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to...
Right under the basket by the door. Well, grandson dear.
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should...
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from this... Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Sretomaros' energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Sretomaros still in its heyday. That said, I kind of appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. In Sneznahya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. When you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
Aw, that's so cute.
we're back. Are you feeling it?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore. But she's still a little dizzy. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we...
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure. But enough about that. How did everything go on your end?
I'll explain. It's
Kentucky.
Jeez. You guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. Good riddance to both of them. Is it good? So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Stuja isn't going away anytime soon. People will still have to scrimp and save to make ends meet. Don't know. The goal of Project Stuja is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months.
Extending it? Does that mean?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote, but even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political... He's the chair of the Sneznahya Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of...
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary...
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think, but that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sir Tomoro still receives... Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. There's always going to be some conflict when those worlds collide. Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of... Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Sneznahya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustration. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Sneznahya? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey...
Wait, so... No way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times. And right now, she's probably not even in Sneznahya. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snow. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of... Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair? Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be... Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of manpower.
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Sneznahya in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora. I know a good doctor in the city.
Oh, thanks so much.
Drive carefully, all right? You don't want to end... Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, all the track switching is automated. So, as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about... We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sir Tomaros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check every...
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out. Goggles, your time to shine.
Affirmative. Running vehicle diagnosis.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat. Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying around in a random cave.
I've lived in Sneznahya my whole life, and I've never heard of...
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains. Though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance, please call for the Eye of Grey.
Away we go! Nope. Paimon's gonna find a warmer seat. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
Oh, what is this place? Traveler, are you okay? I'm still...
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Sneznahyan, right?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people, and the few who do make it back.
Huh? Then, oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great!
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. Come on.
Look at these Fatui. It's like they've lost their minds.
They're shadows shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living. I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Oh God. This feels like the...
Wait! What's that
Yeah,
blue
right,
thing?
yeah.
Is that... goggles?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
I think I really need to build physics right now. Get off the train, buddy. Oh, he's more like dead, not off the train though.
Hello. I am glad to see the three.
For now, at least. But they...
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the... We must leave this place before it sinks back down.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... It appears that key data is currently inaccessible. But now is not... I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the Shadow Realm, Traveler. It may well be one of my core functions. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the shadows.
What the? Is this our gun? Yeah! Gun time! I love guns.
Oh!
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit.
Is this?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, there once... Let's go.
Oh!
When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the explosives to detonate them and clear the path. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is an important... For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy. Take...
Defenses have been breached! Can't take much more. You don't scare me.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Defenses have been breached. Can't take much more.
Back in business.
Can't take much
I am not good with a gun, my guy.
Where's the backup?
Back in business.
Oh.
Take great care not to fall down. Should you fall into the shower,
There's a hole there, by the way. That hole just randomly appeared like hello to me, though. Like,
Taking cover.
Light him up!
Backup.
okay.
aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Time to catch my breath.
More ammo, the better.
Nice.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on.
Charge!
Taking cover.
Back in business.
You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. Such devices were originally used to... If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope.
Like out, untie. What? Oh. That's how you do it, I guess. We got to pick this up. Yeah. I don't know.
Nice.
Weird.
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Nice. Hit.
Love the advantage. One shot is all I need.
Over.
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Time to catch my breath. Frag out!
Defenses have been breached.
Try this!
Fall back. Where's the back? Can't take much more. You thought I was gonna miss.
It's over.
I'm stuck in a wall for someone.
Out of ammo.
Where's the back?
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
Okay, so my progress has been saved. So I'm gonna leave it at here. So bye guys.